Welcome to It's Happening. My name is Jared, and I want to apologize for this week. I have back issues, as most of you know, and it keeps me down and it gets really bad sometimes. So I haven't been able to spend a lot of time on making videos this week, but I have taken a step back and I'm going to start restructuring how I'm doing these things and start doing 3 episodes a week and working on my other projects to help people learn how to generate more income plus my full-time job until I can get more people supporting me like you guys, because I'm trying to keep it to where I am not beholden to anyone except for to you guys, to bring y'all the stories that y'all like to hear, to bring y'all world events, to bring y'all the things that we are building to try and help others. And for all of those things that y'all donate to for us, portions of that go to charities. And for those that would donate, if they would like to see, we are more than happy to show you which ones they will be going to. Saying that, let's get right on into it today. I'm going to pull up a couple links and show y'all just some of the crazy stuff going on right now, especially with the Democrat tyrants in New Mexico and the California shoplifting things going on. Anyways, let me go ahead and pull up some videos and we will talk about it just a little bit. And let me get y'all going right here. But and as usual, this episode is brought to you by VandyStreet.com, creations by Vandy Street, my wife who does the tumblers, who works with me on the images, and then we turn them into tumblers. And by the way, the last 2 winners did not respond to me, so I am going to do a different kind of giveaway here soon for those. And it will be a 1-day quick thing. So everybody, I don't want to draw this out any longer so I can get on to the next giveaway. All right. Saying that, let's get into it. Let's go on. I'm going to go with this one first. We're going to go with Redacted. These guys are great. If you have not been following them or have not heard of them, you should definitely go watch these guys. Definitely check them out. I'm going to let it play for just a little bit. We're not going to play this whole one. It's just the first part of it. And then I'll talk and we'll move on to the next one.
Would fine small businesses $18,000 if employees stop shoplifters. So if you have anything in your manual that says that you need to keep your employees protected and safe, or we're going to show you later, you need to have an alarm system, or you need safety training, or anything like that, you could get in trouble for that, and the state can fine you $18,000. You absolutely cannot say in your employee manual that your employees must confront shoplifters or stop them at all. You just kind of have to let them at it. The only thing it asks employers to do is keep a log of records like this.
Let me ask you this. I mean, seriously, think about what Gavin Newsom is doing over there. I mean, the only reason to do something like this is to cause more chaos. And I got a question for the business owners over there. How does this really make you feel? And how many of y'all will be leaving California if he does this, if he passes this law, pretty much guaranteeing that shoplifters can come in and no repercussions, because now they're telling the stores that they can't call the cops. They're telling the stores that they can't try and stop them. They're telling the stores that they're going to have to take out some of the alarm systems to alert things, which kind of makes me wonder if that will affect banks as well. But let's get into it, and you'll see what I mean.
That's literally it. You can't stop them. You can't report it. You can't call. You don't need to call the police. That's unnecessary. They just can't handle it. Don't call them. Write it in a log. Write it down in your book. They'll take a look at it later.
I saw some people stealing some iPhones this afternoon, and all right, and then
that goes in the book. That's an entry. So this was Los Angeles last month when dozens of thieves stole from a Yves Saint Laurent in broad daylight. Take a look. Now, these people are not at all worried about getting arrested because the likelihood of that is so low in California. So there are just so many of them stealing high-end merchandise.
And keep in mind, the Democrats like AOC who come out and say, "Oh, they're just trying to feed their families. They're just trying to get a loaf of bread. Look at this stuff they're running out with." That's not just feeding your families. That's stealing from that store. And then these people are going to go sell it for half a price or God knows whatever they're doing with it. But it damn sure ain't to feed their families. I mean, seriously. I could actually understand if somebody went in a store, didn't have any money, and actually needed a few things to try and feed their families. Hell, I'd even pay for it for them. I could understand that, but this right here, and this is the biggest part of it, they're not stealing bread. They're stealing high-end clothing. They're stealing big screen TVs. They're stealing things worth a lot of money. So what they're doing is stealing from this business to supply their business so they can make more money. And the store has no repercussions now if this bill passes that he wants. I mean, it's insanity.
Dicing. Now, you have to wonder, where are they going with that? Who buys it from them at a discount? Why are they doing this? And why is this just so easy to do in California in broad daylight, right? Well, Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez says, well, sometimes you have to steal because you have a family, high-end bags and things like this. And you just...
Last night,
yeah,
I saw a video where people were taking 85, 65, 75-inch TVs out of Best Buy.
Yeah.
That is not to feed your kid.
Oh yeah, I saw that video today too. Yeah, they're just shoving it and they got their shopping carts and they're like just grabbing as many TVs as they can and just it's all for feeding your kids.
Yeah, watch what she has to say here.
And so they go out and they need to feed their child and they don't have money. So you maybe they're put in a position where they feel like they either need to shoplift some bread or go hungry that night.
Yeah, that's
so.
bread.
Hey, you.
Yeah, so I'm going to stop it on this one for this video. You should definitely go watch the rest of this clip. There's a lot of good information, and it goes on to a few other things. But yeah, I mean, so Democrat voters, if you're watching this and you're in California, how can this be okay? All you're going to do is eventually run these companies out. You're going to lose more jobs. You're going to harm more people by allowing this stuff to happen. I mean, I just don't understand. So if you could please leave me a comment and try and help me understand, I'd love to talk back and forth with you on this stuff. I really would, because it just blows my mind where our country is at right now and the direction it's headed with all of these Democrat tyrants. And I'm fixing to pull up the next Democrat tyrant and show you just what I mean. And let me get right back on over there and pull that one up for you guys. Yeah, this one right here. If she gets that, she should go to jail. I mean, I'm sorry, she does not get to say that there is an emergency. So now I'm going to add in a provision where you can't carry your weapons. Sorry, no, doesn't work that way. And she damn sure could be have charges filed against her for what is it? She's damn sure not sticking to her oath. I forget the term for what the charge would actually be, but she is creating more chaos. And if you listen very closely at the very end, she tells the very most important part. If I got that part, I swear, I hope I got that part. I'm sorry. Here we go. Let me pull it on up. All right.
And that frankly is escalating around the state, including right here in Santa Fe. So in this public health order, which is effective today, September 8th, which lasts 30 days, and then we'll, like all the other public health orders, We will either amend or renew or adjust, depending upon where we are. So effective immediately, no person other than a law enforcement officer or licensed security officer shall possess a firearm, either openly or concealed, within cities or counties, averaging 1,000 or more violent crimes per.
This is just one more Democrat loophole in trying to go after your guns. And don't think that she is not setting the stage for other states to start doing this. We know that Democrats are a well-oiled machine, and they all work together. So we know that this is kind of like setting up for the next one to go on and the next one to go on. Do not comply. You do not have to comply with this. This is not a law. She is trying to take away your Second Amendment right. Tell her to go stomp mud. I don't want to be too dirty on here.
100,000 and more than 90 firearm related emergency department visits. So to put that in sort of a layman's terms, for 30 days in Albuquerque and Bernalillo County, it's the only place that meets both those standards. Statewide order, but only one place meets both criteria, where we have far too many ER gunshot visits and we have far too many crimes involving firearms. We are suspending.
Democrat voters, if you happen to be watching this, do you think this law is going to keep the criminals from not carrying their guns? I mean, seriously, all this does, what she's doing right now, is putting the citizens who are productive citizens in society, who are taking care of their communities, who are helping taking care of other people's families, who are helping taking care of all of that, because they're law-abiding citizens, and she's now allowing them to be shut down when she knows damn good and well that the criminals will still carry their guns. I mean, tell me what you think below. And if you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, smash that like button, comment, share this video with your friends, tag. It truly helps support us. Word of mouth is the best way. We also have other ways in helping support us because we are trying to stay out of any pockets of anybody else. So if you guys would like to help support us, I will have links below where you can do that. But the best way also is to share these videos that we share, comment, and tag. And that helps support us as well.
Open and concealed carry. The purpose is to try to create a cooling off period while we figure out how we can better address public safety and gun violence. Now, I am sure as I go through the rest of this, there are going to be a lot of questions about whether or not we think we have the legal rights to do that. I am sure that before you write this, there will be a legal challenge. And I can't tell you that we win it, given all of the different challenges to gun violence laws and restrictions on individual firearm access and control. I think it's time we have a really strong debate about all the other constitutional rights. No one right now in New Mexico, and particularly in Albuquerque, is safe in a movie theater, at a park, at a school, at a grocery store, at an Isotopes game, at the university, at the grocery store, I think I said, getting your prescription.
And she thinks taking away law-abiding citizens' guns is going to make these people more safe, while knowing that the criminals will be the ones who would come into these places now, knowing that she's just put this on blast, that no citizens, no law-abiding citizens are allowed to carry their guns because the criminals are going to do it. And I mean, she's just setting up more hot spots for people to get hurt.
At work, You just aren't safe. I can't guarantee it. And neither can the men and the women who put on a uniform every day. In that regard, I think it's time to talk about the absoluteness of the discussion and the current court actions that suggest that the Second Amendment is an absolute right and none of the others are. And I'm sure you're going to ask me what I think my chances are. And again, if it opens up the door to the kinds of public safety that keep kids safe, I'm willing to take it on. In addition to that 30-day suspension, and I want to make sure I clarify that suspension does not apply to any private property. Responsible gun owners are certainly not our problem, have never been our problem. And I appreciate the impact that this has, but on private.
See, she admits it right there. Again, it's not the law-abiding citizens, but this will only hurt the law-abiding citizens. I mean, how can she not grasp that? She seems like a smart woman. I mean, I don't know her other than this video that I've been watching her on, but she seems like a bright woman. I mean, you've got to know that you're just putting these people in more danger.
Property, this has no bearing, but you on the premises, and it has no application on the premises of a licensed firearm dealer or gunsmith for the purposes of lawful transfer or repair of a firearm. While engaged in the legal use of a firearm at a properly licensed firing range or sport shooting competition venue. While you're traveling to and from a location dealing with your firearms, they have to be in a locked box or they have to have a trigger lock. So that's how we support responsible firearm owners in their daily activities. And the New Mexico Regulation and Licensing Department will conduct monthly inspections of licensed firearm dealers in the state to ensure compliance with all sales and storage laws. We will also make available any of these storage and lock boxes or trigger locks at no charge to individuals who ask us for access to such devices. In addition, which I don't think will withstand, I believe, any challenge to the public health order, we're going to compile data much more regularly and routinely about gunshot victims in our emergency rooms so that we know exactly what's occurring in every single emergency room and every single hospital statewide. And we will make sure that we know everything.
All right, I'm going to pause it real quick. I wasn't able to clip this video, so I'm going to pause it real quick because I want to get to where the questions are, because there's a very important part she admits again in the questions.
Those things all addressed, and I should alert our new director that we are doing a ton. We want more, and we're asking AFT to apply those.
Representative Lane had to say, in particular, and wording it is that despite billions of revenue, the state is not funded meaningful criminal justice reform, including reckless pretrial release policies and behavioral health rehabilitation. What's your response to his criticism?
I think his criticism is fair in the context of whether or not we're getting enough of our policymakers to really understand the situation that I think we are currently in, which is incredibly dangerous.
Sorry, guys, I'm trying to find the question that's very important, and before I move on to the next video.
And I'm always open to evidence-based strategies that I think will reduce gun violence, including, which they didn't ask for, but I will put on the call. I will ask for another ban on assault weapons. And I should note that not everyone sitting at this table will support that idea either. But it's something that.
On assault weapons, can you please describe to me what assault weapon is? I mean, an assault weapon could be this microphone, could be this microphone boom. I mean, are we going to outlaw those too? Because they could be potentially assault weapons. I mean, come on, these people. Oh, it's so frustrating.
That I believe needs to be done around the country, and I hope it gets done in New Mexico. Don't know, Kevin, what my odds are today. We'll have to wait and see, but they're going to be on my call.
How will this gun ban
the penalties? How will that work?
You're safer for the next 30 days. Every single text, call.
Sorry, guys.
the
There's a
state
specific
police
question
aren't
I'm looking
bound
for.
to set us.
But there's no number on how many.
No, we're working on that, but I'd like to refer to it as a significant presence. The nearly 200 million do better through our juvenile probation. And I think that that's the Mexico, to have particularly illegal firearms and arresting people. Two, the jurisdictions come at this. We won't be able to arrest all of them. So imagine, just in a perfect world.
All right. Sorry, guys. Anyways, go watch this whole video clip because there's going to be a question that she's asked in a minute. And he asked her, so do you think that the criminals will obey this law? And she flat out says no. I mean, just another admission that what she's doing is only putting law-abiding citizens in more danger. And again, hey, I may be wrong on some of this stuff. I'm open to debating. Please comment below. Let me know what you think. Let's talk about this stuff. Let's have a real debate, not like these tyrants talk about debate when they mean you're only going to do what we say or else. I'm actually looking to try and create dialogue, and so both of us can learn, because I could be wrong on some of this stuff, but not on this, for damn sure. Anyways, so let me move on to the last screen share for this episode. And this is Tim Pool. He's going to speak a little bit on what I just was showing.
You know, I think we need to find, and we've dealt with this before. I lived in Miami. I was an immigrant in Miami in the 80s. You'll remember when we had the Mariel boat lift. Yes. 125,000 Cubans came in a matter of 6 months. It puts tremendous stress on a city, on a community, on the social services. They need to be resettled elsewhere.
They need to be out with this massive.
Don't you love it? Don't you love it? I mean, we live in Texas and have been trying to tell these other states over and over and over again, y'all have no idea the influx that we have coming in that we have to deal with. But since they, live up in their socialist utopia, commie states, they don't have to deal with it as much. And now that they're finally having to deal with it, look at their reactions. But when we said these exact things, they called us racist, bigots, and whatever kind of phobophobic that you can think of, because that's how Looney Tunes these people are.
Country.
Well, and it's only going to get worse with global warming and climate change.
I love these people. Okay, I'm gonna pause right there, Joy Behar, and I don't know the other lady's name. No, you're a sanctuary city. You voted for it. New York is a sanctuary city. We should keep sending more. In fact, I hereby call on all border states to send as many people as possible to New York City.
They absolutely should. Well, there are a lot of places, especially like New York, and these people will vote for stuff because they're so isolated from it. Like they're not there. They're not on the border. Like, Texas, New Mexico, Arizona, they have to see it every day.
Exactly. And that's my point. It's funny how now that these cities who claim to be sanctuary cities are getting an influx and then blaming us for it when it's their party who is running the country right now, leaving the border wide open, their party who voted for sanctuary cities in their states, and they still want to try and blame it on us. How about that? I mean, it's always the same with them. It is always the same with them. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. I just want to kind of show you some of the new Tyrant stuff going on. I will be putting together better episodes so I can do 3 to 5 episodes a week. I'm going to start with 3 because I got to back off a little bit because I'm still working on the other platforms to hopefully get you to learn how to generate more income as well. And I'm trying to figure out how to fit it all in, and I still work a job. So any support is truly appreciated and truly needed. If you enjoy the content that we put out, please follow the links below and you can help support us. You can also help support us by stars on Facebook or tips on X platform, formerly known as Twitter. I will put the links to those pages as well. Thank you guys. You guys have a wonderful day. And like I said, I'm going to start working harder on bringing you more quality, better episodes instead of trying to rush through and rush through and rush through. And don't forget to go to vandystreet.com to get your personal tumbler made today. And I will be announcing on my Facebook page today on how to get in on the giveaways that the other people did not respond to. So I gave them 2 chances. So, I gave them 2 weeks and they're not responding to me. So I'll put together something today and hopefully tomorrow we can do a giveaway on my Facebook page and get it sent out to you immediately. You guys have a wonderful day. And please, again, please like this video, comment on this video, tag your friends, share, and help support us. It will help us to continue to grow to where I can do this full time and where I can hire somebody to come in and help me do it full time. And that is the goal. Our goal is to grow to where we can help others. We want to build something that is not only going to help others with the podcast, but with the AI platforms to generate more monthly income, because we all know the direction of our country and we all need multiple streams of income. And I have got some really good ways for y'all to do this. And if I can learn how to do these things, anybody can learn how to do these things. Again, y'all have a wonderful day. God bless. And I will see y'all again soon.